morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television shows, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those things affect our daily lives. Today, we are getting ready to do a watch-along review of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 9. You know, this is my show, and I'm going to stick beside it. Because, you know, it started slow and then it started getting better. So we're going to see what's going on. Let's see. At the end of the last episode, you know, Tyreek was acting a fool because, you know, he's drunk. He's upset about learning about his father committed suicide instead of dying, serving an eviction notice. So we're about to see what's going on with that. You remember Nathan had a little breakdown in regards to seeing the police. He has a little PTSD. Leia got the key card to the partner's her husband's partner's bungalow, and her daughter found it. Child. Aunt Piggy done come back, honey. She slinked out of town with the quickness. Now she's back. Oh, my. Child, we gonna see Taylor this episode, and you know how I feel about that young girl. So, Aunt Piggy back. She done slinked into town. Got scared now that she done slinked back into town because Tyreek was asking about Darius Bates. And Darius Bates is the name of the guy that she killed. Something's going on. I think Teddy is telling a lie about he committed suicide. I think he got caught in the crossfire. That's what I think. But I'm gonna stick beside the show. I'm not gonna overdo. Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna inflate it and then come here. So Piggy sees Nate that's staying there. Now, you remember from last episode, that part of the reason why Tyreek was acting like a fool, because right before Tyreek walked into the Eve's place, Angela had told Nate, like, hey, you can stay here because Nikki needs her father to be here, and we need to parent her as a couple, you know, for her to get used to us parenting her as a couple. Not a couple, co-parenting. That's the word. That's the proper word. To get used to them co-parenting. So she offered him to stay there. Tyreek walks in when they're hugging. So, you know, he went and cussed out and pushed. And, you know, Nate said, like, hey, wait a minute, hold up. We don't play that kind of games around here. So now Aunt Piggy sees all of this. And you know how Aunt Piggy is. You know, Aunt Piggy got body. So we'll just, you know, So, so Angela tells Aunt Piggy that, you know, Tyreek ain't been the same since she's left because he's real freaked out about his father's suicide. And she looked in the mirror talking about, Lord, give me strength. So we finna find out some stuff, honey. I don't think Aunt Piggy gonna make it off the island this summer. I don't think it's fair. I really don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that we get to see Morris Chestnut and all his chesty goodness in the shower, causing me issues and things and stuff like that. And then Leah gets to go up in there and hug and put her hands all around. I don't think it's fair. But anyway, I don't think it's fair. I just don't think it's fair. Just give me a second. I'm old now. I can't be going through all of this. I mean, I can, because, you know, I ain't old. I'm older, but I ain't decrepit, honey. But I'm just saying. I can't tell if this is a hot flash or Morris Chestnut. So just give me a second here. Ooh, child. Anyway. So they get to basically strategizing and talking about, you know, Leia's apologetic because she said that once she tried to figure out what was going on, Teddy, he shut everything down. Because remember, she had all this dirt on him. And she was going to take over the company and try to run it a legit way. And he came in and basically put the kibosh on that. And also, there's something going on with Darman and the shell company because Teddy is doing some serious underhanded deals up in that situation. So Raymond is trying to find out what that is, and he's about to, as he says, give it to Teddy. Now, he ain't really realized yet that his wife has been hit on by his partner, which she should have just told him so he would know. I know that the partner, I know the partner told him that, if he wasn't treating Leia right, he was going, he told Raymond that, if you're not going to treat your wife good, you can bring her over here, and Raymond beat him down to the ground. But the nail on the floor in this is Lauren, because Lauren has found out the key card. So, Lauren is a daddy's girl. Is she going to tell her daddy what's going to happen? Because they're just getting back to a better place. So I don't know, child. That's a nice bathroom. Ooh, Quincy. Quincy. All right, see, Quincy out here playing with the help. He out here kissing and humbling with the help. And Sloan is not realizing that ain't gonna work out, because either Leia's gonna put the kibosh on it, or her grandmother's gonna put the kibosh on it, or Teddy's gonna put the kibosh on it. I don't think Raymond too much is gonna put the kibosh on it, because you know how he had his little thing with Alex and that didn't work, and I don't think Raymond's gonna have a problem, but I don't think Quincy is prepared for these grandmamas and these granddaddies to get in here and cause all kinds of confusion. So Tyreek and Angela had a little conversation. They wouldn't say what they needed to say to each other. So let's see what happened. I think Aunt Piggy might be right, because I think Nate might want to try to re-get that old thing back. Y'all know I'm still hot in here after looking at Morris Chestnut. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. Whew. Baby, Olivia does not miss a chance to put her snootiness on board, because she does not like Angela. See, this is that stuff where when you have a problem, like someone on Olivia's stature has a problem with Angela's mother, instead of taking it up with Angela's mother, they usually take it out on the children. So I am quite sure that she is doing this for the love of her friend, which is Leia's mother. But you're fighting a battle that no longer needs to be fought. If you were going to fight this battle for your friend, that is some kind of battle that you should have fought while Angela's mother was alive, if you felt like you needed to. I hear what she's saying, and I am not trying to take away from what the Gracities are and what they have to do. But if they're going to be what you say they are, then your snide comments and all that other stuff, you could just get rid of her in silence instead of being loud, so everybody knows this is why you got rid of her. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to talk about decorum and those types of things, that's the time to have that decorum. If you knew that this was somebody that you did not want in the ranks, your decorum should have been going behind the scenes and not talking to her like that, going behind the scenes. But I think most of that is you want her to bow out, so it doesn't seem like you did anything. But anyway, she gave Angela the business about, the Gracities and decorum. And Angela was like, well, my mother taught me to speak my mind. And then Olivia's like, well, see, this is why we don't like for people that is not in our class to be in the Gracities. And so that upset Angela. But Leia came to her defense and told her, come on out. And Angela was like, well, if you feel like, if she feels like I don't need to be here, I don't want to be here. And Leia was like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. So listen to your sister. Well, since Alex Rivera has revealed that he has Parkinson's, honey, they're having to then close all of their assets into the stadium deal. So Angela's incubator little thing has gone down to the pots. Baby. So Angela gets back to Eve's crown with her face cracked, and she runs into Nate, who's making chili, and she tells him what happens, and he tells her about what his prospects are getting the job, and they're not too good, so both of them are looking bad. And he reminds her of her tenacity, and then she takes a deep breath and puts her hands on his chest and takes those deep, deep breaths. And she says, he asks her, what are you doing? And she says, I'm giving you some of my tenacity. Piggy may have bodies, but baby, she know what she talking about, child. Oh, Raymond done put Miss Olivia in her place. Who this Taylor? Now watch Nikki turn around and see Taylor hug Lauren, and now she got a problem. Who this Taylor? So Leia is being a good sister, and she's helping Angela basically ace her weekend with the Gracities alumni. And she's giving her all the tips and the things, and she's showing her people who she needs to talk to in regards to keeping Eve's crown a viable business. So she's pulling out all the memorabilia. She's pulling out all the stuff with about the Gracities and things like that. Then she sees, as she pulls out something from her mother's memorabilia, she finds that Angela's mother had tried out to be a Gracity. In 1984. Now, I don't know, was that before she had Angela or not? I'm not really sure. Because Nikki is 17 and she had her when she was 20. So, I don't know. Okay. So now we see it. We see what the animosity is from us. Like I said earlier before, she was mad at Eve because Eve slept with Leia's mother's, slept with Teddy. So she is trying to make sure that she honors her friend. You know, she's like, she was trash, and I think Angela is trash. So we know where Olivia is coming from. Okay, Olivia. Okay. And she's not backing down. Uh-oh. What is all this? Is that drugs? Aunt Piggy! But she gonna blame Nate. She ain't giving time to speak, because I think it's Aunt Piggy. But it could be Nate. I don't know who it is, because, she ain't get nobody time to speak. So Angela found those drugs in her house, and so... Wait a minute. So Olivia's over there with Jack. I called him Martin earlier, but his name is Jack. And I guess Olivia was the fun mom giving them liquor and all this other stuff. So he says, oh, you want to go do a bump? And she says, no one does coke anymore. Good Brittany does coke anymore. So was she a client of all these people like in Egerton getting their coke back in the day? See, people always... Let me finish this story, child. Olivia done killed Jack! Dumbass left the martini glass in there. Baby, she done killed that man and left the martini glass. See, watch this mess. Taylor and Lauren finna walk up in that man bungalow. Charged with murder, honey. Watch, see, there they go. There they go. Olivia done killed that man. Fingerprints everywhere. Ugh. Cause she got the card key and she ain't had no business with the card key. Ooh, child. Look at that. All right. Here's what happened. Olivia had met with Jack and they had gotten into a scuffle and she pushed him back and he, with him being as drunk as he was, he fell back into the table. And I think he's dead. Taylor decides that they want to go over there and talk to Uncle Jack, use the key, go in. They see that they're Jack, not Taylor, but Lauren. And Taylor goes with her. Now watch what's happening. Because when they start investigating, because I bet you there's a whole bunch of cameras around that doggone bungalow. Okay, so I will say this about Lauren. Lauren's a good kid. She knows when she's in trouble, she need to go talk to her folks. So Lauren went back and told her folks that she found Jack dead. And so she told her mom what she thought. Leah. Leah told Raymond what had happened. He believes her. So now he wants to get in front of it. But little do they know that they mama, who's so Gracie this and so Gracie that, she was the one in the doggone bungalow with him for the longest of time. And a little martini glass with her lipstick is all on it. Baby. So Aunt Piggy done told her, we done figured out how Darius done died, child. Aunt Piggy done stabbed that man dead to the ground because he had his hand around her neck because they both was addicted to that crack. And Tyreek's father was the one that took the body and buried it because Eve told Teddy, and Teddy told Tyreek's father to handle it. Child, these folks down. Ooh. And so she's finally told Angela, and she told Angela that the drugs that she kicked Nate out for was Aunt Piggy's, like I said. Baby, when Aunt Piggy tells it all, Aunt Piggy tells it all. Aunt Piggy done told about when they first got into town, how he tried to get Piggy to get Angela out of here. All of that. When Aunt Piggy tells it all, she's telling it all about Teddy. She's telling it all. She's telling it all. Now, whether or not Angela's going to tell Tyreek what the business was, I don't know. You know, this is the episode where folks are telling it all. Leah said that she, let's talk. Leah confronted Olivia about her behavior towards Angela. And she told her, I think it's much deeper than Eve's mother being friends with my mother. And so Olivia telling it all. She's saying that, her husband didn't allow for her to be part of the business. So he gave her some money to invest. And she invested in Eve's crown. And with that investment, found out that Eve was sleeping with her best friend's husband. And then she was arrested for selling drugs. So her husband felt like he was vindicated that he couldn't trust her with no money. And that he took the money back. And that she had to go back into her lane of just being part of the Gracities and all that other stuff. And she has resented that. I like the fact that Angela went back and apologized to Nate about her behavior. I really appreciate that. She apologizes to him. Piggy one line. Look at them. Look how they looking at each other. And Nate go in for the kiss. Kissy, kissy, kissy. Hope Tyreek don't come in. But even if he do, he got rid of Angela. Set your boundaries, Angela. Set your boundaries, Angela. I'd have kissed you back too, Nate, because you're cute. But that don't mean after the kiss we can't set our boundaries. I know who Lauren reminds me of. She reminds me of Wanda Sykes. That's what she reminds me of. I couldn't figure out who she reminded me of. Because y'all know I don't like this Taylor. And Taylor done walked up in Lauren's room. And here she go. Kissy, kissy. You supposed to be going with a cousin. This is why I do not like that Taylor girl. Who don't like that Taylor girl? I don't like her. Raymond is telling Olivia he found Jack dead. And then she acting all surprised. So it done backfired Olivia. Olivia had dreams of running Darman and it backfired because Raymond got there She wasn't counting on Lauren finding the body, Lauren telling her father and her mom, Raymond going over to the bungalow, finding it, and then finding that her mother's lipstick was on the daggone glass that she left in there. So where she thought she was, she better be glad that Raymond went over there, because if they would have run that lipstick and DNA, her butt be down to the jail cell. Right over there. Dead. So all her hooking and crooking and doing all this stuff to run this company, she ain't finna get it. It ain't finna happen for her. Bless her little heart. She want to too. And you know what's so sad is she probably is very, very capable. But, you know, this is what happened. She had a husband that didn't think that women were capable of doing that. He did give her an opportunity, and she invested in the wrong thing. And Raymond, whether you realize it or not, is pretty much like his dad. He has the desire to run that company and run it like he wants to run it. So, man. So that was the show. That's the end of it. So, like I said, I'm gonna stick beside it. It was a good episode. We learned a lot more information, but a couple of things that I've gotten out of this. And I've said it time and time again. I do not like that Taylor girl. I do not like that Taylor girl. She is playing a dangerous game with these two cousins. I do not like this Taylor girl. Because Nikki about to beat somebody down to the ground. That's what Nikki is about to do. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think about this show. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I am on my quest for 500 subscribers, so I need for you all to help me out. Share this video if you care, and have them to look, and also look back at my last videos. If there's something that you'd like for me to review, leave it down in the comments so I'll know. I do answer my comments. I see you all commenting, and I will answer. So if you've got a show or a movie or something that you would like for me to review, let me know. And as always, bye-bye.